So, if you're a property manager, you know the drill, right? It's a constant juggle of bookings, messages, and putting out fires. But what if you could actually build a system to get you out of that chaos? A machine that just consistently churns out five-star reviews? Okay, let's dive into it. This is the tech playbook for turning all those common hosting frustrations into a super profitable, streamlined operation.
It sounds almost too simple, but this right here, this is the core mindset shift. We get so caught up trying to create these big wow moments for guests, but the real secret to success, the absolute foundation of every single great review, is just systematically getting rid of every possible frustration. It's all about proactive prevention, not reactive damage control.
I bet you can probably guess some of these, right? Because across thousands and thousands of properties, it's the same issues that pop up over and over and over again. These are the totally predictable, totally preventable problems that can just absolutely destroy your reputation and your income. So what are they?
And here they are, the big three, the unholy trinity of bad reviews: cleanliness, communication, and access. A dirty bathroom, a question that goes unanswered for hours, or that sinking feeling a guest gets when they're stuck on the doorstep with all their luggage. These three things are the root of almost every bad experience. But, and this is the great part, technology gives us a super powerful solution for every single one. Okay, so the first big idea we need to grab onto is this. You need to think of yourself as the builder of a digital bridge. On one side, you've got the online world, the OTAs like Airbnb and Booking.com. And on the other side, you have your actual physical property. Your whole job using tech is to make the trip from that online booking to the front door completely, totally seamless for the guest. And the foundation of this entire bridge, well, that's your property management system, your PMS. Now, this isn't just another app on your phone. This is your command center. It pulls in every reservation from every channel, which means no more double bookings, and it gives you one single place to manage absolutely everything. This is step one on our road to automation. And here's where it gets really cool. Your PMS becomes the central hub for your whole tech stack. You just plug in different tools for different jobs. You've got smart lock platforms that handle all the access. You've got cleaning management software that schedules all the turnovers. And they all talk to the PMS, which gets all its info straight from the booking. It's this beautiful interconnected system. All right, let's tackle our first big problem with our first solution. We're going straight for what is easily one of the most stressful moments for any traveler, just trying to check in. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? I mean, after a long flight, the last thing you want is to be fighting with a key or a jammed up lockbox. It instantly starts the whole trip off on a sour note. And believe me, guests remember that feeling when it's time to write a review. And this is the solution. It's so elegant. A guest books their stay. The reservation pops up in your PMS. The PMS then tells your locks manager to create a unique code that only works for the duration of that specific guest's stay. Then, the system automatically sends that code right to the guest. No more lost keys, no more jammed lockboxes. And check this out. Your cleaner gets their own unique code too. It's secure, it's seamless, and it's completely automated. Okay, next up, let's kill that unresponsive host problem for good. Because great communication isn't just about being friendly. It's about being fast, being reliable, and most importantly, being proactive. It's about answering your guests' questions before they even have a chance to ask them. The industry standard for a great host is a response time of 15 minutes or less. Now, that sounds basically impossible if you're bouncing between the Airbnb app, the Booking.com site, and your email. But a unified inbox, which is a key feature in most of these PMS platforms, pulls every single message from every channel into one dashboard. Suddenly, hitting that 15-minute mark isn't just possible, it's easy. But here's the real genius move: using automation to solve problems before they even happen. You can set up scheduled messages to go out automatically, a detailed check-in guide with photos sent 3 days before they arrive, a quick tip about how to use the AC. Hey, make sure it's on cooling, not dehumidify. And as we're about to see, you can explain stuff that a tourist could never, ever figure out on their own. Okay, get a load of this. This is the official guide for sorting your trash in Sapporo, Japan. It is incredibly complicated. There are 10 different categories. Now, just imagine you're a tourist trying to figure this out. It's just a recipe for confusion, mistakes, and maybe even a problem with the neighbors. But with a simple visual guide that you send out in an automated message, that whole crazy problem becomes incredibly simple. This is what proactive hosting looks like. You've identified a huge potential pain point and you've given them a clear, easy solution without them ever having to ask. You've turned a moment of stress into a moment where they feel totally taken care of. So, we've automated access, we've mastered communication, we've used technology to build this smooth, predictable, stress-free experience. So what's the big payoff for all this work? Well, it creates this powerful, self-reinforcing cycle I like to call the 5-star flywheel. So first, the flywheel starts to spin the moment you put these automated systems in place. By solving for access, communication, and even your cleaning schedules, you are surgically removing the root causes of bad reviews. It's a direct cause and effect relationship. And when a guest's stay is just easy, when they can get in the door without a hitch, when their questions are answered before they ask, when the place is spotless, they're just happier. You haven't just met their expectations, you've built an environment where everything just works. And what do happy guests do? They leave glowing 5-star reviews. And they don't just say, "Oh, the place was nice." They specifically mention how easy check-in was, or how amazingly responsive the host was, even though they may have never actually talked to you directly. They are reviewing the quality of your system. And this is where it all pays off. Those 5-star reviews literally push your listing higher up in the search rankings. A higher ranking means more people see it, which leads to higher occupancy, and it gives you the power to charge higher nightly rates. Better systems create better reviews, and better reviews put more money directly into your pocket. That is the flywheel in full motion. So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a question to really think about for your own operation. Is the technology you're using today creating that seamless bridge for your guests, from booking all the way to checkout? Or are your disconnected systems and manual processes actually creating unintentional barriers? The kinds of barriers that lead to those dreaded and totally preventable 1-star complaints. The choice is really yours.